Hello and good day to one and all. Dr. Frank is back with another set of predictions, and we have to do the UFC this weekend. UFC 281, Adesanya versus Pereira. 6 matchups I'm looking at in this one. It's a stacked card. Let's get going. You know the drill with what we do. If you like the content, like, share, subscribe, retweet, follow, positive, negative comments. Keep them coming. First match we're going to be looking at is Dan Hooker versus Claudio Puellas. Quite simply, Dan Hooker. I'm not saying he has to win this fight without being hooked, pardon the pun, but he's got to be winning this fight. And I really feel like with Claudio Puellas, a lot of potential here, but just feel like they've brought him up too early to be fighting the likes of Dan Hooker. And I really feel like Dan Hooker is going to need to get this victory. I think there's a lot of pressure on him to come back with a highlight reel, but I don't think he's going to get that highlight reel. I really don't. But I think he ekes out this victory. So with that being the case, Dan Hooker to win on points is what I'm looking at here. Dan Hooker to win by decision. All right. The odds for that one is 3.20. 3.20. Second match I'm looking at is with the women. It's Erin Blanchfield versus Molly McCann. Both women have been on a wonderful win streak. Molly McCann, we've seen what's happened with her. She's done a lot in Britain recently, a couple of wins, couple of elbow victories, knockouts, and TKO, shall we say. That's Britain. And now she's coming over to the United States. Erin Blanchfield has just been getting on, just doing things well. Now, here's the thing with Molly McCann. Don't think she does too well with the likes of people who grapple with her. We saw what happened with Miranda Maverick. Erin Blanchfield, no disrespect to Miranda, is a way better grappler, and I feel Erin Blanchfield is going to have fun with Molly McCann in this one. Don't think she's knocking out or stopping Molly McCann, but I do think she gets through. So Erin Blanchfield to win on decision, via decision, is bang on. Double your money at 2.00. And the third match we're looking at, arguably, possibly could be fight of the night. Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler. This is going to be a banger, isn't it? Here's the thing. Defensively, Poirier is going to have to tick, right? We know Michael Chandler's going to come forward. We know how Chandler fights. Chandler's going to scramble, but Chandler leaves himself so open. And I just feel Dustin Poirier is going to take advantage of this. Now, I can see the thought process with Dustin Poirier stopping Chandler, but Chandler is a hard nut, man. He's a hard nut, and he doesn't go down. What I mean by that, when I say doesn't go down, I don't mean he doesn't fall on the ground. I mean he just doesn't quit. You know, he just doesn't stop. And even though he's bloodied up and beaten and bruised, he'll keep coming forward. So with that being the case, I think Dustin Poirier opens him up tonight, and Dustin Poirier wins via decision. Great odds for it. 4.33 for Dustin Poirier to win via decision. And then we have the co-main event, okay? Title match. We have Carla Esparza versus Weili Zhang. I think a lot of people are still shocked by the snooze fest that happened between Carla Esparza and Rose Namajunas a few months ago, where Carla Esparza came through. Strange one. Rose never got her rematch. Don't know if there was a clause or what, I don't know, but who cares? Moving on to this fight against Weili Zhang. For me, Weili Zhang is the best in this division. Still don't know how she lost to Rose Namajunas the second time round. First time, she got knocked out. Second time, that decision was weird. Anyway, Weili Zhang, so much more technically better than Carla Esparza. Better striker. I don't see how Carla Esparza keeps her title here. So with that being the case, again, like the Poirier fight, I can see why people are looking at the knockout option, but I just got a feeling that Carla Esparza, this is tough, man. She showed her toughness against Rose, and I think she's going to be tough against Weili. And Weili Zhang, I feel she's going to win this one via decision or technical decision. Okay, so to win by decision or technical decision, it's coming in at 3.00. Great odds for UFC, I've got to say, all right? And then the final match we've got to look at, of course, we've got to look at the headliner, Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. Lot of history between these two. We know about what's happening in their kickboxing bouts. We know Alex Pereira has beaten him twice. A lot of pressure on Israel Adesanya in this matchup. A lot of intensity and tension at the weigh-in yesterday as well. It's one of those fights where it could be 50-50. This is without a doubt the most dangerous guy that Israel Adesanya, stylistically speaking, is going to be fighting. However, I feel like Israel Adesanya is going to come through this one. I think Alex Pereira is going to win at least one round. But I feel like this is actually going to go to decision. I don't think there's going to be a knockout here. I really feel like Adesanya is going to take his time with Alex Pereira and he's going to, not school him, but he's going to get through this one. So with that being the case, Israel Adesanya to win via decision or technical decision, 2.20, still more than double your money. That's what I'm looking at as far as things are concerned. So, just a quick recap in regards to the 6 matchups. Dan Hooker versus Claudio Puellas. I'm looking at Dan Hooker to win via decision at 3.20. Erin Blanchfield versus McCann. Erin Blanchfield, I'm looking to win via decision, 2.00, double your money, bang on. Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler. This is going to be arguably fight of the night, but I feel Dustin Poirier is going to win this via decision, 4.33, really good odds. Carla Esparza versus Weili Zhang. I think Weili Zhang gets her title back here against Carla Esparza via decision, and that's 3.00 for decision or technical decision. And finally, Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. I'm looking at Israel Adesanya to win this one via decision or technical decision, 2.20. So there you have it. That's what I'm looking at as far as UFC 281 is concerned. Everyone, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Dr. Frank is signing out for now. Speak to you later. Bye-bye.